and welcome to Bitcoin Trend and Forecast and our special presentation brought to you by HODLNOTS. There's a lot of talk today on a very hot topic about understanding what MiCA is all about. So we're going to break it down for you today, and let's get into the presentation. It shouldn't be too long, but hopefully give you a little bit of awareness for a lot of people in crypto right now, especially in our community that are concerned about this. Okay, let's get into the presentation about understanding what MiCA is all about. This is what every European crypto trader needs to know because it is affecting you today. There are new rules, safer markets. We're going to bring to you the details about it because we want you to be well informed. If you've received one of these emails from one or more of the exchanges that you're on, you're going to start questioning, or probably have been questioning, about why these exchanges are suddenly changing. And so the talk of the town right now is about what's going on with MiCA. So to begin with, let's just get the general overview down. It's MiCA. It stands for the Markets in Crypto Assets, which covers the regulation in the European Union's legal framework around cryptocurrency. Fully in effect, these new regulations are across 27 member states that unify the rules for CASPs. Let's just call them the pillars of MiCA, is managing the CASPs, stablecoin rules, consumer protection, market abuse, and supervision. This is what the entire MiCA, the markets in crypto assets, is covering. What are CASPs? These are crypto asset issuers and service providers who are now required to obtain operating licenses and hold minimum reserves for stablecoins. Some examples of CASPs are included are exchanges, brokerages, wallet providers. All must now hold certification. This is basically what it's about, is it's being regulated. So with the transition period is fully now ended, and all the unlicensed entities now face severe enforcement penalties, and they're no longer legally allowed to service the EU's customers. This is what's causing the big news about cryptocurrency with MiCA. With the disruption for unapproved platforms, it is also allowing for institutional adoption to integrate into crypto services and with using the proper governance. Some of these things are set in place basically so that we can advance forward in cryptocurrency as legal tender, legal assets that we can use, and it all has to be properly governed. We all knew that this was coming. This should also help you understand as well that crypto is not going away. It's here to stay. They created one law for all of the European Union. So the exchanges now must all follow these new rules, and that's why things are changing. Okay, the story behind MiCA. Why did Europe create MiCA? Number one, it was for the protection of the investors, to make crypto safer and more transparent. It's also creating one rule book for all 27 countries to be able to operate under within that legal framework. It also supports innovation. It encourages responsible crypto growth. It's also for global leadership. They are setting a standard for the world to follow, wanting everybody to be under a set of rules that allow cryptocurrency assets to be used and regulated. So the goal is a secure, fair, and innovative crypto market for everybody in the European Union. It can change what you are able to access at the moment. So some of the platforms that we use, there are lots of exchanges out there, depending on what country you live in and what you're allowed to get on as far as where you live. Most of the ones that our customers are using are MEXC and CoinW. How does it affect me? It can change what you can access in your different exchanges. So you can see that you will probably from your exchanges be getting important updates, service updates that they are now trying to comply or are in the process of complying with the EU regulated rules. So it's not an alarm for you. It's just to be aware that these exchanges are now, if they are not licensed yet and they didn't meet the deadline, that they are in the process of getting there. So some of the products that you have now may be restricted, like futures or leverage trading, until they do get the proper licensing. Stablecoin rules are changing. More identification, which is KYC, stands for Know Your Client. If you are on an exchange with no KYC, you know which ones you are on that may not meet the requirements. They're probably getting, now that they want to introduce to the European Union customers or lose them, they're probably going to have to introduce that KYC. So just know that some of these things may be coming. Some exchanges may stop serving your country if they cannot meet the licensing requirements. So this is one thing that you need to understand, is that you might need to look for a new exchange that you can get on and move your assets to until they can become licensed, or you may have to move to a different exchange permanently. So these are some of the things that our customers are having to look at. So what we did was we created this nice chart for you on who does MiCA affect. So these are the countries, making it a very simple single slide that you can look at, that you can have this presentation and you can take a snapshot of it or whatever you need. These are all the countries that are affected. So if you are on one of these countries, you'll need to make sure that you check out the exchanges that you are on that are affected by this. So you can see here the European Union, MiCA does apply, full MiCA compliance. And you can see that these few countries right here that MiCA does apply, these are adopted through the EEA agreements. United Kingdom, MiCA does not apply. It uses its own crypto regulation. So if you're in the UK, this is something that you probably had flags up about. Does this include you? No, it does not. So Switzerland, it does not include them because of the fact that they are using the FINMA regulatory framework. And the rest of the world, it really depends on your local country regulation. So make sure you keep up with whatever country that you live in or that you are trading in, so that you do keep up with the regulations that are coming through as cryptocurrency changes, as it continues to do. So which exchanges are making some changes? You need to do your research, do your due diligence, and check out your exchange if it's not on this list. These are some of the major ones that we have listed here. And yes, these are making MiCA changes. You can see here that their notices have been sent out from these particular exchanges. This is from the research that I've done. Again, do your own research and make sure that all this is correct and updated. But you can see here that they are adjusting. Some of them are adjusting to new EU rules. Some of them have updates going out about to their users. Some of them are following MiCA requirements. Some of them are still updating. Some of them are aligning with and have not yet completed, but they are now implementing the EU compliance. So a lot of them are really trying to get in line with the crypto regulations. So just give them a little bit of time. These are major exchanges, and these are the ones that most of our customers are using on a regular basis all over the world. This is affecting 27 different countries. So these exchanges are doing their best to get in compliance. So if you are just halted a little bit on some of your trading platforms, just understand that they have to work into this compliance framework. We want to get the myth out of the way. Europe is not banning crypto, they're regulating it. So this is a huge myth, and this is hopefully something that you're going to step back and say, oh, phew, I'm glad to hear the real truth. The truth is Europe is not banning crypto, but the fact is that they are regulating how the companies are operating. And it's not whether or not you can own or use crypto. You can own and use crypto. So what should you do? Stay calm. Don't fear. Read your emails. Keep up with your exchanges very carefully. You know, your money is very important. Your crypto assets are considered money, basically, for a lot of people. So you want to be able to watch what you're investing in and make sure that your exchange is compliant with the rules and regulations. Check what changes affect your accounts. Keep up with your KYC. Make sure that you have your Know Your Client up to date. If they're asking for it, you're going to have to produce it. Some are even doing visual scans on your face just because they want to know that you're not a robot. or that you're not a trading bot and that you're actually a person that's trading on the exchanges. This is all for our safety, while they do have to keep it regulated. Consider self-custody for long-term holdings, pulling your crypto off if you are not trading it. For most people do like to trade cryptocurrency, even on a shorter term basis. They want to keep it on the exchange. But if you are just long-term holding, you know who you are, plan ahead and avoid last minute decisions and pull your crypto off, put it in your cold storage wallets. Okay, so what changes are made for traders? A lot of people know that we in HODLNOTS, we are scalp traders. We're short-term traders and we trade every day, and we teach and train people how to trade daily for a profit or income. So MiCA introduces new rules that may affect how our traders are going to be being able to trade. So we understand that, and we're just trying to work through it with everybody else. So spot trading, this is where we get on the spot platforms and we buy and sell cryptocurrency. We scalp trade, we short-term trade, and we daily trade. This will probably not be affected very much. This usually remains very available, and we still will be able to do all our trading. Futures trading is where we have issues with. For those people, we have been teaching and training how to short the market. This is not leverage trading, but it has to be done on a futures perpetuals leverage trading platform. If you want to find more about that, please join me. I'm going to give also another live stream public talk, I believe on the 9th, which is this week, on the futures platforms for those people who want to learn how to short the market. We're not going to teach and train you how to do it, but we are going to review the futures platform. If you really want to learn how to do trading, please take HODLNOTS course and get started today. It's not too late. It's just getting started. But we are teaching now how, after you finish taking the course, we'll work with you and we'll teach you how to do shorts as well. So future tradings in leverage limits. Limits may be adjusted accordingly, and how you access your futures platforms, depending on the country. Pay attention to the notices. Stablecoins, only approved stablecoins will be permitted. Certain stablecoins are going to be delisted in certain regions. Pay attention so that if you are trading on a certain stablecoin and using a different stablecoin, you may want to switch over to another one that can be used on the platform. And again, the requirements may increase for know your client, and you may have to produce more identification on these particular platforms. While that may be a pain for some people, it is compliant with regulations that are now out. HODLNOTS tip: don't panic, have a plan. Understanding the rules and learning and educating yourself makes all the difference in the world. Use reputable exchanges. Well, if you got your money on an exchange, you want it to be reputable, you want it to be licensed, or you want it to be working towards compliance. Secure your crypto. Never stop learning. This crypto, and along with all the other markets, change constantly. The rules change. The legal things change that are going on here. So make your decisions based upon actual facts and not reactive statements like the European, you can't even trade anymore. That's not true. So the big picture is crypto is growing. It's advancing. It's going forward. Regulation also brings trust so that we can all know that it's adapted. It's coming in. It's bringing it into the institutions, which is the last part of what we need it to be done, is so that we can use it on a daily basis. The institutions will bring adoption, and adoption drives the future. So this is really to tell you that it's not a bubble anymore, people. So if you still think that crypto and Bitcoin is a bubble and it's going to pop and it's going to go away, this should solidify it for you that cryptocurrency is a viable, wonderful asset to be able to get in, to buy, to sell, to trade, and to use. And in order to use it in the future, we've got to be able to advance it forward into the regulation area. And this is just what the EU is doing. They're advancing it forward so that we are all being able to trust it a little bit better, knowing that the exchanges that we get on are licensed, they're regulated, and they're meeting the requirements that we need them to have in order to be safe with them. So the action steps: what is your next step today? read your exchange announcement, make sure you're complying with everything that they're telling you to do on there. Check your country's regulation because I'm sure they're going to be updating us as we go. Secure your account and your crypto, make sure that you're fully compliant. Stay informed through the official sources. One of them is us, Bitcoin Trend Forecast and HODLNOTS. We're going to bring you the updated information. And finally, our encouragement to you is as we navigate through this change together, that the markets will continue to change, the rules will continue to change. Technology continues to evolve as we've seen AI technology go crazy this past year, but we will keep learning, adapting, and growing. And we've got this. We're a team, we're together, and we are with our community, and we want to be able to navigate the markets with you together, educate you as we go so that we take the fear away, that we give you the real basic facts about really what's happening and how we can manage forward with our cryptocurrency. So thank you very much for joining me on this short but hopefully informative information on the MiCA regulations that are coming out and that are there now and that we are all having to comply with along with these exchanges. So again, don't fear. Just be educated and be informed and learn how to get on the platforms and make sure that you're compliant with able to trade your cryptocurrency assets. Thank you for joining us at Bitcoin Trend and Forecast, and we look forward to a bright new future ahead in cryptocurrency as we continue to trade together both directions.